I think one of the things that most people that don't have any business training or business experience, in life has this way of like throwing us off kilter. But I think that the most important thing to accomplish in anything, if you look at athletics or whatever it might be, it's the power of consistent focus. Like a lot of people talk about consistency. I think people don't understand what consistency means. And I think today is a really good time in life because we have more resources available to us than ever before. And we hear that over and over. However, all these resources and all these thought leaders and all these social platforms actually can create more noise and distraction. And so I think that a lot of people don't have a problem with setting a focus to move towards, but they get distracted very easily. Just like if you go into the workplace, someone starts working, if they get on the computer and start looking at social media or Instagram or whatever it might be, or the day-to-day distractions that your life brings to you, they don't have a tool to help them refocus. And so a lot of times I think that what we have to remember is what is the long game that we're playing for and what can we stay consistently focused on, because whatever we focus on, we feel. We've all heard the adage, you ask and you shall receive. So focus means more than just where your eyes go. In race car driving, they talk about if you get in a spin out, make sure that you concentrate on where your eyes are looking, because wherever your eyes are looking, usually you're going to guide the car. So if you see a telephone pole and you focus on the telephone pole, you're going to subconsciously steer that car into the telephone pole. So you always want to focus on the empty space, right? The safe space, because subconsciously then you turn yourself to the open space. The entire process behind that means this. It means that one of the things you have to be consistent of is where your mind is focused on. So the questions that you ask yourself in yourself, right? The questions that you're asking yourself when you're laying down to sleep or you're waking up in the morning or when conflict hits, that's going to determine where your eyes go. If you're race car driving, it's going to determine where your focus goes. And so wherever your focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focused on bad things, your energy is going to find more bad things, right? If you're focused on the positive things, then you're going to find more and more positive things, right? More and more momentum. And so that's how you tap in to your own potential. The thing that I would recommend to people is, be aware of the distractions in your life. Listen, Warren Buffett, I got reminded of this story from this book, Journal Methoding. And it was about Warren Buffett. And someone asked him about, do you have a list of the top 20 things, or people have their bucket list? He said, no, here's what I would tell people. He said, if you write down 20 things that you want to accomplish, you want to achieve, you want to focus on, take 5 of them and set them to the side and circle them. Take the other 15 and throw them away. I would even go one step further than that, and I would say keep 3 and throw 17 away, because you can't effectively focus on 20 things at one time. It creates distraction. Here's the guarantee, is that life will bring you a lot of distractions. Your ability to stay concentrated consistently on what your goals are and what those 3 things are is going to determine your actions. And you always want to make sure your actions are reinforced by where your inspiration is going. And so, I would say this, is that distractions are going to be a part of your life and it will impact your focus. So make sure that you get tools. That's one of the things that we do through some of our layered learning programs, like More, like Playbook, is give you tools to stop and to refocus back on what's really important. Every single day, you should look to accomplish one thing. And no matter what else happens in your life, with the exception of something super important in the family that takes your attention, go handle that, but get right back on focus. Don't let anything distract you from taking inspired action today. And so focus isn't something, it's everything, but it's the consistency of our focus. And it's not about starting our focus, it's about constantly refocusing. And it's our brain that does it. So be careful or be aware of the questions that you're asking yourself. And remember, what you seek, you shall find. So be aware of what you're seeking, because what you're seeking is what you're focusing on. So hopefully that helps. But I think that the whole key is to make sure that we have a target and everyone is consistently focused on that target, and you can make a true commitment to the consistency of your focus. That's why you want to get rid of all the distractions, all the noise, all the clutter. Simplify, 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 and then take it one step at a time.